Today on Lisa's Food Addiction, we are making Seafood Rotel Dip. This dip, you guys, is creamy and the seafood flavor is amazing. It's cheesy and has a little kick from those Rotel tomatoes, Old Bay, and seafood seasonings. This is the perfect game day appetizer or party dip or dip in general. All ingredients and measurements will be in the description box below. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell, and let's get cooking. To get started on our Seafood Rotel Dip, we are going to heat up a pan. I am using my cast iron skillet. To that pan, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil and we are going to season our shrimp. I have about 1 pound of shrimp here. To this, we're going to add some seafood seasoning, Tony's Creole seasoning, garlic, and onion powder. We're going to coat our shrimp in all of that flavor and we're going to add these to our heated pan. Go ahead and cook these shrimp for 1 to 2 minutes per side, depending on the size of your shrimp. And we're also going to season lightly with salt and pepper. Once they have turned in color, then you know that they are done. Grab your crab meat and we're going to pull this apart, sort of like shredding it up. We want bite-sized pieces of crab. Once we have that done, we're going to do the exact same thing with our crab meat that we did to our shrimp. We're going to add in a couple of seasonings along with a pinch of salt and pepper. And as I said earlier, guys, all measurements and ingredients for this recipe will be in the description box below. We're going to cook this crab meat, guys, for about 1 to 1.5 minutes. Once it is done, we are going to remove it from the pan and set it aside. And now we are going to begin cooking our peppers and ground beef. Chop up your green and red bell peppers along with the yellow onion. And for the ground beef, guys, we're going to go in with 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil to our pan. Add in your chopped peppers and onions and your ground beef. We're going to let this cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. And when all the pinkness has gone, we're going to season it up with some Tony's seasoning, onion powder, and garlic powder. We're going to let this fry up for another 7 to 8 minutes or until it's done completely. Now you guys, it is time to put this all together. Our dip is almost ready to go into the oven, and for this Seafood Rotel Dip, you guys, we are going to be baking this all in one pan. So if your pan that you use to fry up your ingredients is not quite big enough, you might want to go ahead and purchase an aluminum pan, or you can also use a baking pan to fit all of your ingredients in. We're going to make some room in our pan, you guys. Go ahead and add in your seasoned crab and shrimp. Get all of that good stuff in there, y'all. Next, we're going to go in with some cream cheese and Velveeta. Once you've got all of that creamy goodness in your pan, we're going to go in with our Rotel tomatoes. So you guys, for this recipe, I am going to be using the original Rotel tomatoes because that is enough spice for me. However, if you like your dip on the spicier side, you could purchase the mild Rotel tomatoes, or if you brave, you will get the hot Rotel tomatoes. Whichever you choose, I ain't mad at you. Do what you have to do to make sure your dip is good for you. Go ahead and add in the cheddar jack cheese. You could also use Colby jack cheese for this recipe, whichever your heart's desire. You want to make sure, guys, that you are using a freshly grated cheese, meaning you go to the store and you pick up your block of cheese, you bring it home and you grate it in your kitchen yourself. However, if you say, ain't nobody got time for that, child, I'm not about to do all of that, I get it. Just make sure that you purchase a packaged cheese that says off the block. Those two options are going to be the best for your dip flavor-wise, so make sure that you choose off the block packaged cheese or you grate your cheese yourself. Last, you guys, we are going to add some more of that seasoning on top. We're going to go in with some Old Bay seafood seasoning, dry dried parsley flakes, and we are going to bake this at 375 for about 25 to 30 minutes. We're gonna let that cheese melt down really good, and here it is, you guys, straight out of the oven. That cheese has melted beautifully. Now it's time to mix this all together. You want to make sure you get everything mixed in really good. This dip is so creamy, cheesy, and full of both the seafood flavor and that classic Rotel flavor. Once our seafood rotel dip is mixed, we're going to taste this one more time, y'all. I went in with a little more garlic powder. Just be sure to taste as you go and adjust. So if you want more garlic, add more garlic. If you want more onion powder, add more onion powder. Whatever it is that you taste as you are making this, if you want to add more, do so. If you want to add less, do that as well. We're going to finish this off with some chopped green onions. Look at that dip, y'all. Ooh, she pretty. Ooh, she good. I am so excited for y'all to try this recipe. You are going to love it. Add your green onions on top for a pop of nice freshness, and to make it look all pretty, we are going to serve this with tortilla chips. You can also eat this, y'all, with those nacho cheese Doritos. That right there make you hurt yourself. It is so good. Our seafood rotel dip is done. We did that delicious creamy rotel dip filled with seafood flavor. This recipe is the bomb, y'all. Make this right here. Your family and friends will thank you. If you guys enjoyed hanging and cooking with me on today, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell, and like this video. Like this video, you guys, so that others will be able to see this recipe. And I can't wait to talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.